इस वीडियो के एंड में you'll know everything about making your first 10,000 rupees as a freelancer in the next 30 days. Maybe you are in school, maybe you are in college, maybe you just started your career and you want to start freelancing. Well, this is going to be your beginner friendly guide to making your first 10,000 rupees.
बट भैया मुझे तो 1 लाख रुपए कमाने हैं, बट मुझे तो $10,000 पर मंथ कमाने हैं.
Listen, hear me out. The biggest mistake that beginner freelancers make is setting unrealistic expectations. Yes, I've made a lot of videos talking about how can you make $10,000 a month. But the first step is the most crucial. Getting that first client, creating that first project, having that first experience is what matters the most. And in this video, we'll figure out exactly how can you do that from scratch. Hi everyone, I'm Ishan Sharma. September 2020 is when I made my first earning as a freelancer. Exactly 3 years from today, I made about 8,000 rupees. Couple of months later, November 2020 is when I made my first 1 lakh rupees as a sole freelancer. And it was that day when I decided that I will never work a day in my life in a job. I was living with my parents. I was working from my room itself in my pajamas for companies around the world and making money that I could only dream of as a school student. And this is exactly how I did it and how you can start with it as well. First step is always to set realistic expectations. The first 10,000 rupees per month is going to be the most crucial. Next step that you need to focus on is to find out that niche or that skill that you want to be known for, right? People who are expert at Notion, they make a lot of money. People who are experts at creating a particular graphic design for a brand make a lot of money. People who create amazing looking websites for e-commerce make a lot of money. But you know who doesn't make a lot of money? People who try to do everything. Right? I will learn a bit of coding, I'll do thoda sa marketing, I will also do thoda sa emails. The dark reality is no one would want to hire you if you have not specialized in a particular skill. It could be graphic design, video editing, coding, it could be UI UX design. Please understand one thing, do not waste your time overthinking about what skill to pick. Just pick one, start with it, and you will later on realize if you really like it or not. Let's say you pick video editing. How do you learn video editing? How do you become a video editor? Well, just go on YouTube, just search video editing masterclass, or just search Adobe Premiere Pro crash course, or just search DaVinci Resolve tutorial. Go to the top videos, go and watch each of them, try to do exactly what they are trying to do as well, and learn everything about that software. Learn everything about being a video editor. So you've picked a skill for yourself and you've also started learning that skill in the first 1 week. Also try to understand who do you want to cater to? What is your target audience? Do you want to cater to people who are running their profitable businesses? Do you want to cater to recently funded startups? Do you want to cater to corporates? Do you want to cater to sole creators? Do you want to cater to someone who is maybe into real estate? Have a clear idea of who you want to cater to. The saying, a man who tries to catch 2 rabbits catches none, is so true and important for you to understand. Pick that target audience that you want to cater to. For example, MarketUp, which is my marketing agency, we solely cater to startups and companies to help them grow organically on social media. That is our simple and easy to understand pitch. Now, once you figured out your target audience, the first 1 week should be all about understanding everything about this field. Just go on Fiverr and search video editor, graphic designer, logo designer, and see how much are people charging and what are they delivering as a result of that. And that will give you an idea for how much effort you have to put in and what return can you expect. Now, as you are acquiring skills and knowledge about your space, it's very important for you to take notes. You can use Notion, you can use your own diary as well and just write down, okay, people are charging, let's just say $20 for one logo that they are making on Fiverr. People on Upwork are charging, let's just say $10 per hour for creating this edit. You need to have a clear idea of how much is your work actually worth in reality. So the first week should be all about learning from tutorials, taking notes, and having an idea of who your target audience really is, who you want to cater to as a freelancer. In week number 2, you will implement all of your learnings, all of the things that you've learned from tutorials into your own projects, into your own portfolios. You don't need to have a freelance client to create a portfolio. You can just create random names of websites and companies and brands and start creating projects around that. Here is an e-commerce website for a company that sells dog food. Here is what a logo would look like for a coffee brand. Just implement, start creating, use your knowledge and start creating projects as much as you can. Stop looking for cookie cutter projects. You might search on YouTube, right? What should a logo designer portfolio look like? What should a content writer portfolio look like? Stop looking for that. Just think about what you think is interesting. Create a logo for a brand that you would truly care for. For example, I love traveling on Vistara. If I was a logo designer, I would redesign the whole brand of Vistara and show it to people. I love staying at Taj hotels. So what I would do is I would create a new website for Taj and showcase it in my portfolio. I love watching videos for a particular creator. I would download their video, I would edit it and I would use it in my portfolio. The idea is to simply look out for random brands and create a project that showcases your best skills and what you can do in that particular project. Do that, create a great project and portfolio, host it on something like Behance or Vimeo or Dribbble, or it can also be your GitHub, or it can also be your own personal website. Just put 500 rupees and buy your own domain name, ishansharma.com. When you do that, you automatically appear a lot more professional in front of people and they would not think of you as a beginner who's just getting their hands dirty. So week 2 is all about implementing what you've learned, creating multiple projects and showcasing it into a portfolio that you are building yourself. There are tons of no-code tools. You can also use Notion as your own website and you can just create a great looking portfolio which has the best work that you've ever done. Right? You can have 3 to 4 websites that you've created, 3 to 4 videos that you've edited, some logo designs that you've done, or just anything, but it has to be concise, that showcases your abilities and it showcases the effort you took in to create something new from scratch. All right, that is week number 2. Week number 3 is the very interesting one, right? Now, most of the people, they learn, they have a portfolio, but that's it. Then they're just waiting for people to come in and give them work. That will never happen. What you need to do in week number 3 is to reach out. Be the most discoverable person out there in that particular niche. What that means is you need to be on Fiverr. Go on fiverr.com and create an amazing profile for yourself. Create a gig that showcases the services that you can offer to people and optimize it for search on Fiverr. Number 2, go on Upwork, create a profile over there as well. Go on to LinkedIn, create a great profile for the particular keywords that you are looking for, right? The skills that you have, the work that you've done, plus the people that you're looking to work with, your target audience. And once you're done with all of the 3, start reaching out to people that you would love to work with. There are so many people who reach out to me saying that, hey, I love your content, would love to work. And I actually engage in those conversations because they have put in the effort to show me the work that they've created for me. For example, if you want to work with your favorite creator, don't just go on an email and beg them for work. Download a video of theirs, edit it to the best of your capability and just share it with them and be like, hey, I edited this video for you. Please have a look and let me know if you would want to work with me. The biggest turnoff for any client is the way you write and what you communicate. And number 2, how responsive you are when talking to them, right? These 2 things, if you can master, right, there is no way that you cannot work with the best clients out there in the world. So you can cold DM people on social media platforms. You can also cold email people. You can find their emails from Rocket Reach, from hunter.com and start reaching out to all of these people. This is going to be a very important process. Week 3 is going to be all about being discoverable and reaching out to your favorite creator and showing them the work that you've done. It could be a creator, it could be a company, it could be anyone that you would want to work with. The 4th week is going to be, if you're still not able to get clients through the 3rd week, the 4th week is where you would start creating content. Let's say you're a logo designer, right? Recently, a ton of companies changed their logos and their branding. For example, Air India changed its branding recently. You make a reel talking about, hey, I just had a look at the Air India branding and I think it sucks. Let me remake the whole branding, right? So you apply your skills, apply your creativity and create a fresh branding, logo and everything about that brand. From scratch. You tag that brand and you also post it on Instagram. There is a huge chance that this reel will be watched by tens, hundreds, thousands of people. Many of them would be people who would want to hire and work with you. You have no idea how many opportunities you can create simply by being discoverable on social media. Teaching programming for 350 hours because I was discoverable on LinkedIn and someone just reached out to me saying that, hey, we watched your video on YouTube and we now want to work with you as a creator and teacher on Unacademy. That is the power of being discoverable on social media profiles. It could be a logo redesign, it could be you creating a completely new website for a particular brand and posting the process of creating that on social. It could be Twitter and LinkedIn and Instagram. These three platforms you have to be on and share the case studies and journeys and how did you change a particular brand and what was the learning that you had while you were doing that. Keep doing that every single day, and in this 30 days you learned the skill, you implemented, built your own portfolio, you were discoverable on social media and on freelancing platforms, and you reached out to people that you would love to work with, and in week 4 you were creating content about what you've just done. When you do all of this in a span of 30 days, there is a very high chance that you would get your first client who would be ready to pay you 10,000 rupees and even more than that if you are skilled in your game. Starting from tomorrow, I want you to take this challenge so that by 23rd of November, you have made your first 10,000 rupees in freelancing. Please take this challenge, just call it 30 days of freelancing and document every single day on social media, and there is a very high chance that you would get your first client and they would want to work with you and get the services that you offer. Thank you so much for watching this video. This is exactly how you make your first 10,000 rupees in 30 days as a freelancer. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.